Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Cyclops with Paramount Cyclops. The necessities of human life are food, water, shelter, clothing. You know all this. But what do you do when we live in a society that we don't have like big storehouses full of stuff? We have an on-demand supply. Stores keep a limited supply. They don't keep a bunch of groceries in the back of these stores. So in a city, you're pretty much stuck as a slave to these stores. You have to get what they have and when they have. But what do you do when these stores start closing? And here in New Mexico, there are a lot of grocery stores that are closed due to the big C concerns. They have a rating system here. If your store has one employee or one contact tracing, meaning someone who had it goes in your store, then you get a certain amount of points. If two people go in, if by any means an employee or contact tracing, two people, you get another certain amount of points. If you get three people, then the point system closes your store down for 2 weeks. Well, we've had several grocery stores around me in my immediate area close. Santa Fe, they have several closures as well. So everybody's being bottlenecked into these few stores, which is then creating these big crowds, which isn't that what we're supposed to avoid? I mean, these lines are around the block. Isn't that what we're supposed to avoid? So we're kind of running into this domino effect. So then what? Contact tracing puts these stores that were saved from being closed, because now everybody's going there. Now there's a high likelihood that they get closed. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to read this real quick. This is from the Albuquerque Journal. And yeah, this is crazy. This is Santa Fe. I know exactly where that is. Oh my gosh. Wow. Closures of New Mexico groceries raise concerns, and they do, because it's a domino effect. One store closes because it had too many cases of the Big C, forcing everybody to go to fewer and fewer stores, which means there's more of a likelihood, because you get more and more people going to fewer stores, of those stores being closed, and more people contracting the Big C. Anna Hagel typically shops for groceries for her and her 4 children at the Walmart Supercenter on Herrera Drive in Santa Fe, because she likes the prices. Yeah, Santa Fe's a little pricier for me. Walmart here, believe it or not, is cheaper than the Walmart there, even though it's only, less than 100 miles away. However, on Friday, Hagel found herself waiting in a line of 40 people outside a local Albertsons after the state announced Wednesday that the Herrera Drive Walmart would be closed for the next 2 weeks. One of a dozen grocery stores in New Mexico closed in recent weeks due to multiple cases of COVID among workers. More than just a dozen. There are a bunch. A bunch. It's getting bad. The Herrera Drive Walmart is one of 3 grocery stores currently closed in Santa Fe under an edict that allows the New Mexico Department of Health to close workplaces down for 2 weeks. If they have 4, no, it's 3. It's 3. Why are you reporting 4? I know for a fact that it is 3 or more Big C cases. Rapid response in a 14-day period. So do you see the issue, though? Do you see why it is concerning? Not just on the food supply chain, but on you get desperate people who need food, okay? Then you're bottlenecking everybody into fewer stores during a pandemic, okay? That doesn't make sense either. This is a domino effect, and it is not good. This is going to have a ripple effect that I believe is going to be really, really bad. We've got to find a different way to handle this. So let's say you have 100 stores. 20 of them close, and this 100 stores is just enough for your population. So these 100 stores close. Out of these 20 stores closed, now you're down to 80 stores. Well, that 80 stores still has to supply the same amount of population. Because remember, we're not allowed to travel. So, that 80 stores now has the same population supplying as the 100 stores. Now, all those people are going to these stores, which thereby makes more of likelihood that one of those 80 stores or a multitude of those 80 stores is going to get that number in 2 week period that's going to close them. So then you get another 20 stores. And then you get 60 stores. Now you got a huge problem. Because now you got a huge supply issue. Now you got a huge crowd issue during a pandemic. And everything compounds it. People are going to go where the food's at. The food is being bottlenecked to a few places. It's a pandemic. We're supposed to be social distancing. The more that people are bottlenecked to certain places, the more likelihood that the big C is going to spread. The more likelihood that more places are going to close, which is going to bottleneck supply to even fewer places. You see what I'm saying? It's not a good situation here in New Mexico. It's getting a little bit desperate. I love you guys. Give me a like, a thumbs, a comment, a subscribe, and yeah, wish me luck. See you guys on the next one.